Hello and welcome to Tier List Tuesday, with today's tier list being a quite simple one for me, quite easy one for me. It is the Cos discography, and first thing I'm going to go in reverse order in terms of quality. I'm going to start with Move Like This from 2011. It is definitely a Cars album. They didn't go from the sound in the 80s, which is a good thing because I've heard a lot of bands recently come out with a new album and think that they have to change the sound incredibly, but they didn't, and I appreciate that. But I do think that they massively missed the sound of Benjamin Orr's voice. After his death in the early 2000s, I don't think that they was ever going to regain the heights of what they did in the 80s. Obviously, that they had Rika Kozak being able to sing, but Benjamin Orr's voice was just iconic, and to lose that it's like Queen going without Freddie Mercury. It doesn't really work. Next is Door to Door. You could definitely tell that they were on the last legs in this area. They were still touring in like 87, 88, and the majority of their set was from their earlier albums, and you could tell because um, pretty much Door to Door was like, it was like there was phoning it in really. Um, Next I'm gonna put Panorama. Very inconsistent album I found. I quite liked some of the album. I quite like Touch and Go. I quite like Down Boys, Running to You. But I think some of the others are not. I think they're phoning it in a tiny bit as well. But I think to rush out, because they was going an album a year for the first 4 years of the career. I think this was probably the worst one of the lot. But yeah, next up I'm gonna put Shake It Up at 8 here. A lot more consistent than Panorama, but they still had some pretty naff songs in there, to be fair. But I quit Since You're Gone, Shake It Up, Cruiser, all great songs, all recommended by me. Fantastic songs actually. Next up I'm gonna put Heartbeat City, I mean. Um Literally the second album that the second ever album I bought. Um some of the most iconic songs from their discography are on this album. Drive, You Might Think, Magic, absolutely fantastic songs. They also have Heartbeat City, Stranger Eyes, I Refuse, all fantastic songs. But I just think there's two albums that are better than it. And the first of them albums, yeah, I'm going to put in A again, is Candio. Their second album got one of my favourite car songs on it as an opener, Let's Go. The opening riff of that song is just absolutely magical. Pretty much the entire album's very consistent, like the first album that I'm going to get into soon. It's just a fantastic album to listen to. It's just pure new wave magic, really. And the last up, my favourite Cars album, is their 1978 opener, their self-titled The Cars album. And with this, what can you say? Literally every single song on this album is perfect. It's opener that the Good Times Roll. It's a good introduction to their sound. It's such a vibrant, brilliant sound even now, 45 years afterwards. You got My Best Friend's Girl. Perfect. You could hear like bigger bands sing this and it would have done massive. Just what I needed. Literally the best song on the album on a really good album. Absolutely perfect song. I'm in touch with the world. Don't just stop. You're all I've got tonight. Absolutely brilliant middle section of the album, and then it crescendos with Bye Bye Love, moving in stereo and all mixed up, all three interlaced with each other, so it's a continuous sound. Oh my god, when I first heard that, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect album. One of my favourite albums of all time. The Cars debut album. And there's my list. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and goodbye.